I am so excited for the Berkshire Hathaway conference 2025. It's going to be awesome. Of course, it's going to be a shortened version. Warren doesn't have the same stamina that he used to have, but his mind is sharp as ever, and he's got such a brilliant, timeless perspective. I just love the way he looks at things. Of course, Charlie isn't there, so you're going to miss a little sarcasm and wit. Nonetheless, the idea is, when the world gets insane, how do you stay sane? As I said, they don't have to be smarter than anyone. They just have to avoid silliness and foolishness. So people want to know when markets crash or markets go up or market goes down, are you buying or you're selling? He doesn't have to do anything. The reason he keeps a cash hoard is so that he's not forced in decision making. And in decision making, generally speaking, I go back to the financial crisis in 2008, 2009. I remember him buying Harley-Davidson bonds, not the stock. And I always thought, that's interesting. Actually, at the time, I may have actually owned shares of Harley-Davidson. And I was like, I really like the company. I read about it, having an 18-month waiting list, loyal client base and a fan base, and it was a great brand, a great business. And meanwhile, he bought the bonds. And when asked later, why did you buy the bonds post-crisis rather than the equity? The equity, you would have made a lot more money. And he said, you know what? I bought the bonds because I wanted something I knew had an extraordinarily high outcome of success. The odds were stacked in my favor. Don't know what was going to happen in stock. No one knows what's going to happen in stock. But if you own something with a high probability of success, it's a no-brainer. So he would rather take, as he said, like the high vault, he'd rather be able to have a low vault. So think about that as you make decisions, and think of everything as binary. They're not binary. It's not buy or sell, good or bad. It's calculated. So get beyond a 7-second attention span, and you'll do pretty well over your lifetime of wisdom, wealth, and wellness. Have a great day.